Hey there, Hikarian here, and thank you for stopping by for a little animation behind the scenes thingy here. Today I am joined by a person. What is
Hello.
this person?
I'm Mikkel Mainz
Oh,
of Sun Creature Studio.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
High five.
High fives.
Yeah.
So this is Mikkel from Sun Creature Studios. If you haven't checked out their channel yet, then I don't know what you've been doing, because that's the reward, Tales of Elefrion, and a whole lot of cool stuff that you should definitely check out. So
Thanks.
go to that channel right after you've seen this video. So hi Mikkel.
Hi.
Today I was thinking that we could do a little behind the scenes tales, animation thingy. You got your Tales of Elefrion, I got my Tales of Sail. We got tales from A to Z.
So many tales.
Should be able to,
we do like tales.
Yeah, tales are pretty awesome. So with that we got some different stuff, and we got some differences between our tales, such as the choice of the audio side of things. And I thought that I know that you guys are pretty interested in the whole animation process and the thoughts that go on behind the scenes. So with this we could focus on those differences and what we thought about
Good idea.
that. Yeah. So you have your series that is completely without dialogue, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, it has sounds, but
Like stuff like that.
So I was wondering, why would choose to tell the story completely without dialogue?
That's a good question. We actually tried with dialogue and voiceover in the beginning. Like back when we did the reward, we were like, oh, so how should we tell this? But since it's a story, it's like a feature film told in 9 minutes. It's like and our series, it's so many stuff, so much is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we chose to go for no dialogue was that when we tried the voiceover, first we tried when the characters were old and they were looking back like, Tohan, oh, remember that. It's like, it was a horrible idea, but
I'm really glad you didn't do that.
Yeah. So we tried to, after we've tried with voices, and the movies, just imagine like a voice just takes time in a scene, and if the editing is fast, it gets even more fast if there's a voice on, I think. But it can be done, good and bad, and I think we chose to do it without dialogue.
Yeah.
So people can put their imagination into the little things we have hidden.
Yeah, that's really interesting, because both of the choice, because you have to make this work in the time given.
Yeah.
And also it kind of fits the whole fantasy theme, because there were those old games such as Zelda and such, where of course the main character would never speak because you have to put yourself in the role.
Yes.
So it fits with that kind of thing.
Yes.
Where you're actually able to say, okay, that character, that's me now.
Yeah.
So.
Man, Legend of Zelda was also a huge inspiration. I really like, that's a universe where you are inside of it, but it's always like, listen.
Yeah.
And I think Vito, the character I am, also at some point says, party.
Oh, that's
only
one word.
Yeah.
Now you know. That works out really well, I think. So by choosing to not have dialogue, you of course have that ability for the viewer to put themselves inside of the characters.
Oh, yeah.
But also you kind of open up to be telling more of a universal story, where anybody from any linguistic background would be able to understand.
Yeah. Yes.
So do you think that has helped once you put the reward out for everybody to see on the internet and such? That has helped the distribution of it?
It's a good. It was not the original idea, but I think what we didn't want was a certain country was put on it. We wanted it to be thing from it on its own, where you didn't have to be from here. You didn't have to translate to be from here, and it is kind of that. It's much more like seeing the actions and the acting, where you understand it. I think it's probably why it became known. But I also think that a lot of non-dialogue movies are out there. But it's a good question. it's something we kept on doing. But in the new episodes coming in the fall, we put in some voiceover, actually.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we're not breaking the universe. It's just because we had to explain something that was impossible to explain without words.
Yeah, that's exactly one of the problems that you might run into when you choose that. I know that in Tales of Sail episode 2, for example, I want a character to be reacting off screen, and there's, then you wouldn't be able to do that without some dialogue or voice actor doing something there.
Sorry for asking, but what are you? I've never seen your kind in the forest before.
Sail!
And that kind of does set some limitations to the medium, that one just has to be aware of when making it. And then sometimes you just gotta break rules.
But here it's like we were like no dialogue for a long time, and we did all our series without it. Here it's like we did the Choose the Path episodes you might have heard of. We're doing them right now on Patreon. But we did some before with Victor Wilhelm, where Wilhelm became a vampire. We have the full one with all of them put together on our channel.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler, but
late spoiler.
Still cool.
Yeah. It's been out for a little while. You should have watched it by now. So.
But then I know there's a lot of people that haven't seen those, and we wanted still people to know that, of course, he was a vampire. So in the new episodes, there's previously, where we're like telling the story from the Choose the Path. So it's like we had to like tell the stories, and it's like after we 200. I'm not doing the voice, but. But what about you? Why did you choose to go for the voices?
Yeah, for the
dialogues.
For the voices in Tales of Sail. Well, I've been doing non-dialogue animations for quite a while before Tales of Sail, and it was coming to the point where I wanted an opportunity to also use voice actors, because I absolutely love working with voice actors. There's so many great voice actors out there, and such a great experience. Every time I hold an audition, there's like somewhere between 100 and 200 people auditioning.
Whoa.
And it's all a great experience with just everybody's just joining in.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and then you gotta choose 4. Come on, out of those people.
How do you do those auditions?
I do them on my website, where I have a little page called Auditions, where I basically set it up and I promote it on different sites such as Voice Acting Alliance and Newgrounds. Good old reliable
Newgrounds.
I
love Newgrounds.
yeah. But from those different communities come a lot of people who want to support the project, and it's just really great to see people having this interest in the project and wanting to be a part of it. And then the voice actors I end up working with are just such a great workforce to be around, and it's so much fun to direct the voice acting in them. So that's basically one reason, just because I was selfish and wanted to work with voice actors. But of course, Tales of Sail was a project that was actually made for having voices in it. I think it can do a lot to the narrative to have this red string binding things together in the audio side, especially when it's a character-driven story, which Tales of Sail is to a certain degree. Where you really get to, it adds to the identity of the characters, basically, and I think it adds a whole lot to just the atmosphere of everything.
Actually put this on for the voices out there.
Yeah, but yeah, there's just so much great opportunity in that. I think that a non-dialogue story can also be told really great, but a lot of the time, the viewers can also start to wander off into their own little realm, because there isn't this red string binding things together. That doesn't happen in the Reward or Tales of Elefrian, because I think one of the things is that it is so fast-paced, and at the same time, there's also so many cool visual things going on where you don't want to avert your eyes or go anywhere else. And the audio side is also well put together, so in that regard, it just works together as a whole. But I've definitely seen some examples of where you watch an animation and it has a cool story and dialogue, but after 2 minutes you kind of start looking around, and I think voice acting can do some things for that. So that was one choice I made for Tales of Sail.
I think both in dialogue and non-dialogue animations, I think it can be done good, and I think it can be done not so good.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of like figuring out where your show feels more home at home.
Yeah, there's there's pros and cons to everything. And there's definitely some animations that can be completely ruined by dialogue. Guys, if you don't have access to a good mic anything, don't do the dialogue thing.
I am home, son. What was for dinner? I don't know. I don't know, maybe that was not so much dialogue in the end, but the extreme actors was like, oh, well, who have we here?
Yeah, you don't want to go so far that it's just...
You don't want to go that far.
No, it's just going to distract from the animation. Please give the animation some room to breathe as well.
Yeah. Let it breathe.
Yes, definitely. And sometimes, even if you choose to do it with dialogue, as I've done, we have this saying in animation called show don't tell, and that still has to be rule to a certain degree, and it's something that you gotta respect, that sometimes your viewers are clever enough to get things without the voice actors explaining every plot detail. Yeah, but that'll come along the way. Yeah. So those are some choices that if you're thinking about making an animated series or animated short or whatever it be, that's one of the choices you have to make as a creator, and it's definitely an interesting one because you just have to be aware of the pros and cons that come with both.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're really cool.
Yeah.
I really look forward to the next, already now of course, I know it's going to take a while, but the next episode of Tales of Sail.
Yeah, working on it. I'm looking forward to your next episodes.
Oh yeah, a whole season in the fall. Whip, 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 whip.
How's that coming along?
It's actually almost done. We just meet the last fixes on Emerald episode, the last one. So that's going to be great. But check it out. While we're waiting to release them, we have the Patreon you should check out on the
Patreon.com/Sun Creature Studios?
Yeah, Sun Creature, just Sun Creature.
Yeah, okay, just Sun Creature.
/Sun Creature, yeah. But there we're doing the new Choose the Path, where we're following Sylvia and Tatiana, and they are out on a serious adventure where the viewers can vote on what should happen in the episodes.
That's definitely worth checking out, and vote if you can on the Patreon, because it's gonna be canon, right?
It's gonna be canon,
yeah. So you got the power right there.
You got the power.
So that's really cool. And if you're interested in more, little behind the scenes stuff for voice acting, I know you guys also have some.
Oh yeah.
Some behind the scenes of you guys voice acting and stuff for the the voices.
It's really fun. It's me and Kenneth sitting and doing for the new episodes of Return Villain. Yeah, you can see that in the channel. There's a lot of these. I think these Secrets of the Dungeon episodes we have started to make, we really try to go in and focus on some parts of our process or some people we meet. Maybe the video we did before are going to be a Secrets of the Dungeon.
Oh yeah, you gotta check that out on the Sun Creature Studios channel and find out how these magnificent creatures were created. We got sky hedgehogs and raccoons. That is dragoon.
And Griffonzo over here. That's like my. I can't say that. You have to put in the comments, but that's my favorite.
Yeah, you'll actually be able to vote over on their channel on which creature has won the competition.
Griffonzo.
Yes. Don't vote Griffonzo.
No, don't. Don't let him get out there.
Go for the sky hedgehog.
Sky hedgehog.
Guys, you gotta go over there.
So cool. Yeah. Yes. But that was so fun. I really had a good time with you doing that. Yeah.
It was awesome. And we even did it outside because we had
for
once nice weather in Denmark.
Yeah.
So to watch that rare phenomenon, go to their channel.
Yeah. And also remember to comment in under this video, and if you want to see other things, if you're curious about other things in animation,
yeah,
I could see us doing a video again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So if you got some questions to ask that, or topics for us to talk about, that would be super awesome. Leave your suggestions in the comments. There's a lot of awesome stuff coming up. Be sure to also keep an eye on this channel. I'm gonna do, at long last, some behind the scenes stuff of Tales of Sail that'll be coming up in the coming months. And as always, if you have any things that you would like for me to go through, you're also welcome, very welcome to leave that in the comments, and I'll have a look at it.
Just do it!
Yes! Yeah, so check out their channel if you haven't already, which I expect you to have. And stay tuned for all things coming up. Also future episodes for both of our series and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Stay epic.
Yes.
The journey to reward, to the glorious cause. To the glorious cause!
Yes!
High fives.
High fives.
Touch it.
Yeah, we got it.